to the New York Jets. They signed Justin Fields to a 2-year, $40 million deal, and they have come out and publicly said they are committed to him as their starting quarterback. This is really important to me. I think Justin Fields needs this. I think that he should have had this last year in Pittsburgh. I think the Steelers did him a real disservice. And honestly, as a person, I understand why Fields wouldn't want to go back to Pittsburgh, despite the fact that they might look better in the situation right now. But, just because they have DK Metcalf and they have George Pickens and they have Pete Freiermuth, they did him wrong. Personally, he started I believe it was their first 4 to 6 games, and then he got benched, not because he was playing bad, just because they thought Wilson could do better. It had nothing to do with performance. It had to do with perceived potential, which if I'm a guy, like I'm a person, and I get passed over for a promotion or just a job, and then I get told it's because we think that they might be able to do better than you could do, despite the fact that you are doing a good job with the job, like in the interim. You took over the role, and you've been doing it well, but we think this other person might be able to do it better. And then at the end of the season, you don't get to where you want to be, or at the end of the year, you don't get to where you want to be, and then they come up to you and they say, hey, I know that other guy didn't work out the way we wanted to, but we would love to have you back in that role. I don't know if I would trust that won't happen again. I don't know if I would trust that, the NFL is an ever-changing landscape. There was no commitment last year when they could have given it to Fields, the Steelers. So I wouldn't have expected them to do it again. Maybe they draft someone to replace him. Maybe they signed Mason Rudolph, who they have liked historically in that building. So I get it. I think the Jets are a good fit for him. They have some weapons on offense. Tyler Conklin's a decent tight end. Garrett Wilson's a good receiver. Breece Hall's a great back. They have an okay offensive line. They have some work to do, but they have talent there, and Justin Fields obviously can do a lot of things with his legs. He's not just his arm. So I think that's a good fit. And it'll be nice to see Justin Fields be able to settle into being a starting quarterback again, hopefully, as they've publicly stated, and then hopefully be successful. I wish the best for him.